Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
The one and only, the original. I was born by the river. I was shaking that ass, bending over, popping pistol. I was making that cash. Bring that ass here, boy. Turn it up. Fuck you, man.
What's up, you guys, and welcome to another fantastic Wednesday right here on Illustrate Radio, WEMS Radio. I am T Gray, and you guys already know I got my super sexy, lovely co-host in the building with me, Miss Lucky.
Oh, we got it right. How you doing? It's pre-birth. We coming off of a post-birthday spirit energy type of thing, ain't we?
Yes, which is why I'm still tired. Yes. Okay. When they say you feel it the next day, I'm at that age where you start to feel it the next day.
Well, you got to give yourself a little bit of credit because we were working this weekend, and then you went to a really dope concert with Busta Rhymes. So I mean, you got the right to be a little bit, you know what I'm saying, tired or whatever.
Yeah, your girl was out there busting her ass. Before we get into how I was doing just that, you guys already know we got to take care of church business. So make sure that you are following us everywhere, on every platform at Illustrate_radio. Make sure that you're checking us out on YouTube. Make sure that you download on your Roku, your 7 On Demand app. If you miss us here, you can definitely catch us there every Wednesday at 8. iHeartRadio, Google, Spotify, Apple, wherever you find podcasts, this is where we are. Make sure you check out WEMS and make sure you check out Illustrate Radio. Don't forget to hit us up on Twitch. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm about to say Twitch.
I think that's it.
Roku, we everywhere.
Yes, but the Illustrate ladies, you guys, me and Lucky went to Philly and covered a dynamic event. Lucky, tell everybody about what we were doing Saturday.
Okay, so we were invited to do media coverage for Somebody's Gotta Do It fashion show, the fourth quarter, and it was an experience that I was glad to feel. And I keep saying feel because the love in that room was so overwhelming. It was a very well-rounded show. You felt very full when you left. From spoken word to, we had the celloist, to the dancers, and it was just, everything just came together, and it was pieced so well together. From the food vendors as well, because I'm telling you that sorrel, I'm still tasting it in my mouth. So shout out to you. And
what was really good.
And what was it that you got from me? What was it called?
Samosas.
Samosas, and I've never had
samosas. Yeah.
So it was good to experience that as well. But the whole entire team, Shazam, E.T., Fatima, Morgan, Yosef, Shantae 2 times, and I hope I'm not missing anyone. I feel like I got everybody.
E.
I said
E.
Yeah.
And then the other young lady, Fatmata, who was not there. Part of the models.
I thought her name was Fatuma, or maybe I said it wrong, but I know you were really, really intrigued and stuff. We were all very entertained by the hostess because I felt like he connected with the audience very much. So
first off, that host can come and host anything for me, and I'm mad because I've been looking for him on Instagram with a flashlight in the daytime. I gotta get his name, but
S Dot. Yep, S Dot.
I thought it was J. Okay, my bad.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find you and send you the flyer too.
But he was phenomenal as a host, and this is a young cat who commanded the entire room. I don't know how many hundreds of people were in there. Yeah. I feel like it was easily 300. It was not more
covered.
Yeah. And he did his thing. Like, I was so impressed.
Yeah, well, much impressed as well. Each commanded the stage as well. As they walked down the aisle, as they owned everything that they were wearing, from the faces to the young lady and her mom giving us slayage at the end as well. To everyone being so humble and playing their role, it really made working with the team seem like that is the goal for a lot of success. And what I love about Yosef, and especially his team, but what I love about him the most is that he's so very much humble and so very much grateful. And everyone in that team knows their position, and they did it and executed that shit so fucking well. OMG. And to see the amount of support from all types of cultures, from everyone. I mean, you had people from Philly, DC, New York, Florida, Senegal. It was like it was a whole stream. Jamaica. I was the only Jamaican in there. It was like me and like one other person.
Was in there, y'all. Every kind of African you wanted, whatever you wanted was there. Liberia, Senegal, Ghana. I mean,
and culture,
melanin magic.
It was so much culture captivated and so many unique people. We got to meet some dope guests that we're definitely going to make sure that we have on Illustrate Radio as well. So yeah, shout out to the SGDI team again. Y'all have that shit down. I look forward to the next event. I'm like, okay, so I'm typing everybody. So when can we have y'all on? And when are y'all doing another event?
So I was impressed.
So talk about some of the artists that we
It's a ladybug in here, you guys. I don't know if y'all know that ladybugs are good luck. It's a ladybug crawling on my mic. I'm sorry.
That means that's a sign from the universe that what you're doing is actually your right path and that you're blessed, because it's kind of weird that it's on your mic.
First, let me say this, because we just got to take a second to appreciate this. Since I moved in my bedroom in particular, I see ladybugs all the time. Like, I don't know where they're coming in at, but they're in my bedroom, and in my bedroom is, y'all, this is where my studio is. So every time I see one, I'm like, oh, that's good luck. Oh, that's good luck. Oh, but they like stay in here like it's so weird that she like just randomly, ain't nobody been in here, y'all. I just got back off a long ass weekend. My windows ain't been open, nothing. And it's just this ladybug calling out of nowhere. And I do think that that's good luck. I'm an omen type chick. Like,
most ladybugs and bugs.
She blessing my mic right now. Or he, because ladybugs are boys. He's blessing my mic. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, you know what? I was today's year old when I found that out.
Ladybugs are boys.
Hold on, wait. Pause.
Yeah.
How I didn't know that.
That's a little known fact. That's a little known fact.
I showed up my nails because I love my nails.
We so well
super dope event. Shout out to the team. And
so you can talk about the artists. So
yeah,
Gianno was one of the young artists that we got to interview. Another young guy, Kaz,
the real
interview. They did rap cyphers. So first, I gotta back up a minute. The fashion show was broken down into 4 quarters. This was a basketball theme to the entire event, which was phenomenal. The way that they plugged it in, the way visually they had things, that aesthetically they slam dunked the theme, you guys.
It did.
So the fashion show was set up into 4 quarters. There was a halftime, of course, everything like that. The people who were working were dressed up as referees. Super dope. But in these half times or in between these segments, you had cheerleaders working their little asses off, okay? The little girls was in there getting it. You had rap ciphers and performances. And so they had these rap ciphers set between the older rappers or the more
the ones who were pretty much there before, who've been there
right before. And then the new school, all young people, all from Philly. Female rappers was represented. This young girl, 15 years old, killed it in there. And all different cultures. Like it was so entertaining. I was entertained from the beginning
to the end.
And I could not give more kudos to these people who put this show together, because I've been at big events. I've been to things that were not well put together, and that it's a clusterfuck when you walk in the door. There's no direction, there's no leadership, there's no accountability. Everything's just up in the air. When we walked in, our space was guaranteed. What we needed, we had. There was no issue. Stuff started. Stuff was planned. People were engaged.
It was time. It was with a network. It was a lot of different dynamic people in there. We met young film producers and other entrepreneurs and caterers and people who take care of all types of aesthetics for events. So it was really good.
We did. We had a good time. I had a good time.
I had a good time too. I ain't go. I can talk about this for a long time. No, we can't.
And then the next day was fantastic for me. First off, this was a super dope ass birthday weekend. I don't know about my next year birthday, but I can tell you all this year's birthday is something to be fucking reckoned with, because everything I could have possibly wanted or needed, like, it happened.
Everything aligned. Everything aligned.
Fantastic meals, fantastic beverages, fantastic everything. Friday, open mic. I had time with my homegirls. I had time with Lucky one-on-one outside of here. I did the fashion show the next day. My homeboy called me and was like, yo, can you be at City Winery at 3:00? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm coming. I got to meet Nikki Howard. If you're an R&B fan, if you're old school, you already know that's a motherfucking legend. She spoke all into me there, and it was fantastic. Getting behind the scenes and getting extra content just for my brand on the humble. My homeboy like, but you ain't doing nothing. Come on. It was great. It was great going to the Busta Rhymes concert. Y'all, I touched him. It was fantastic. It was like touching not Jesus, but something like it. It was like, and we was twinning. So let me just say this real fast, and I know we got other shit to talk about. We gonna get to it. Y'all already know what's happening in the world. But so I have my camera, boom, here, and I got my cell phone, boom, here. So the camera and my cell phone, I'm holding it. My arm is hurting because I'm holding this fucking camera, it's getting on my nerves, and I'm like, I've got to get this shot. Busta gets all the way in my camera. Fuck you other niggas. He got in my camera and was giving it to me. And I was like, I was so head over fucking. First off, I could smell him. That's how close I was. And the fact that he was just giving, I was like, I could die now.
He knows security. He just make you feel so safe.
I could die now. What the fuck, y'all other rappers? I could die now. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan. The Locks were there, minus Styles P. And I've always wanted to see Jadakiss live. I was very excited about that. I didn't even know that Sheek Louch had potential to be my baby daddy until I saw him in person. I didn't even know. I didn't know. Like when I was younger, I always thought, okay, he a nice looking fella, but in the Locks, I've always been a Jadakiss fan, more so. And Sheek Louch came out there, put his foot up on that speaker and just leaned back with his dad bod. I was like, oh, what the fuck is that, my future husband? Like, this nigga can get all of it. I mean, all of it.
Sorry, Busta.
All of it. And he's fine as hell. I didn't even know. I ain't that.
Shout out to 90s. 90s, 80s. You see, I love me some Busta. Okay, Flatbush all day. He can get it.
I will leave everything. I will leave everything.
All right, so glad you had a dope weekend. Glad you enjoyed your birthday, and I'm glad we got even to have one-on-one, even though it wasn't as long, because you know birthdays are a big deal to me. Yeah, even though it wasn't as long as I would like to have it definitely meant something to me for us to have that time too. So
bitch.
I'm happy.
Don't be yawning in here, bitch.
Hold on, wait.
I was giving.
Relax, release. So let's get into our next half with our spit that. You gotta say it, spit that. She cut it off. We can
So everybody is more than aware. Young Dolph passed. They just had his funeral, was held Tuesday in a private ceremony at the First Baptist Church on Broad Avenue in Memphis. Young Dolph, everybody knows he was killed out getting cookies for his mom. He is not only a father, he is a husband, and he is a young man before he's any of these other things. He's a young black man. Before he's a rapper, before he's a philanthropist, before he's a put my city on my shoulders. This is who was taken. And I just want some of the people who are listening to kind of just understand that. A lot of times you see these rappers, you idolize them for what they do as far as entertaining you, but you negate the fact of what they're doing community wise. People negated everything that Nipsey Hussle did. Young Dolph is in that same vein. Young Dolph has put back in trifold into this community. He had an honest belief that if you have a dream and you have a vision, and here I am, the man with the money, I can give you this and I can help you build that dream, that vision, and watch this grow. And then here you take it because I gave it to you, and now you take it and you give it to somebody else. He had a true understanding of paying it forward and being just a pivotal part in his community, being just prosperous, And I just think that people miss that. People be so quick to kill, to take, to snatch these young men off these streets because you see the money, or you see the glitz, you see the glamour, or maybe you didn't even know who he was and you just wanted to take a life that day. Like, you took a piece of a puzzle in Memphis, not only for the community, but for his small children, for his growing family. He took a piece of a puzzle. Like, and I just think I'm tired. I'm tired.
I'm tired, but I feel like this puts us on notice that we got to heal. I feel like a lot of us are so broken that I idolize you. Okay. I idolize you so much that if I can't have what you have, you can't have it at all. Not realizing that people like him were a blessing to be around. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely invested in the people that were on his team. From his community as well. So it's very saddened, but it puts us on high alert because those young men had no idea they were amateurs. I'm looking at their position in their stance because they were able to release 2 photos of the 2 suspects or what have you. And just by their stance, they had no clue on what they were doing, as if they were paid to do it, if you ask me. And we should be at a point where, we're struggling so much, we're hurting so much on so many different levels that we are willing to be paid to kill our brother, to kill our sister. We're willing to sabotage people who actually have pivotal roles in our community. So it is very sad, but it puts us on alert that, we got a lot of healing to do, because when those guys are found, now we have 3 men who have also lost their lives, and we lost 3 soldiers, we lost 3 kings, we lost 3 levels of power and energy that could have helped empower our community, and that's what we really need. So
yeah, it's getting out of hand. And I feel like what's getting out of hand is the lackadaisical respect for life. Like, what really gives you the thought that it's okay to take human life? What really gives you in your body, in your mind, that you have enough power that this is how you should exude that power? Like, of all the things, I wish those young men was right here right now so I could ask them of all the things you could have done that day. Why would somebody be at the top of that list?
Again, when you're living an impoverished life, when you have nothing to lose, nothing matters. So we're talking to people who have literally nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose at all.
I don't feel like
they're broken. So
I've been homeless.
I've
been homeless without
as not even Black people. I'm trying to say Black, Moorish, Nubian people. We have to acknowledge the value of our lives first before we can have any other culture, ethnicity, race, whatever respected. We keep saying, "Oh, Black lives matter," or "Nubian lives matter," "Moorish lives matter," but do they really to us? You know what I'm saying? So we got to do that. But somebody on the radio asked, "What does code mean?" So shout out to Code. Code means, it's the hoodie I'm wearing, constantly outdoing evil. And shout out to Jason, my kids' uncle, their everything, all that good stuff. Not their everything, but their everything as far as like a neighborhood person, somebody who's very good. So he looks out for my kids. His family is awesome and amazing. And he makes these really dope hoodies. So y'all look him up. Code, constantly outdoing evil. Yes.
That's dope. I love the acronym.
Yeah, and I feel like, I guess that's the reason why they asked to. It kind of goes along with the show, which is kind of kismet as to them asking. So yeah, we have to make sure that we're doing that. we focus on the code. You live by the code, you die by the code. And I would rather die knowing that I'm doing something great and pivotal in my community than to be a victim of something else. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Most definitely. So, in other news, you guys,
Virgil.
We're gonna jump into Dave Chappelle real quick.
Okay.
There was, of course, a lot of controversy with his Netflix special, The Closer. I don't remember if we touched on it in particular on this show. I know I've talked about it a lot. And I kind of thought that it was over. Last week, he went to Ellington School of the Arts here in D.C. This is his alma mater. They are naming. I'm sorry. What are they doing?
They're naming one of the schools
right after him. But here's the thing: when he got there, so it's going to be the theater that's going to be named after him. But when he got there, he was met with so much disdain, not from adults, not from people who, are old enough or wise enough to have these conversations, but from the kids. He was met with so much disdain, and he was told that he should be ashamed of himself and this, that, and the third. And one comment that he said, because he did respond, he responded to these children in the way that I feel like an adult should.
Yeah.
To one child who was 16, he said, I make more harder decisions, you know what I'm saying, in my life in this time than what you'll ever experience, which is the truth. When you have to wake up in the morning and truly be held accountable, that's different. That's something that these kids really don't understand. A lot of children follow behind their belief of their parent. A lot do. A lot do not really have a full understanding of what comedy is, or what it means, or what it shows, or what it represents. And no matter how a person defends himself, you'll go by what the masses say, as opposed to really having a full understanding yourself. You haven't lived this life. You haven't really experienced this life. I think that they were wrong. That's my personal opinion. I think that they were out of place. I think that it could have definitely, if you had all these thoughts, if you had all this whatever, I think that there was a better way to say it. There was a better way to handle it. But again, he's a kid.
Yeah, but I feel as though they also did handle it in a very good way, because he told them, go out there and vote. And they actually did a poll, and everybody voted, and majority of the children voted to actually have the school still named after him. So it kind of ended well in that sense. And you're right, kids don't understand, but I also feel like kids are, these new generation kids are very opinionated at young ages. I have a 2-year-old telling me to stop talking to her. So and she doesn't care. She's very, and it's not like she comes from a family that's ill-mannered. This is my niece at all, but she's also very stern in who she is, and she knows who she is at 2. So some children, yes, I do feel like they may not understand, or they're not going to understand the full concept, but I also don't think that they're taking after their parents' beliefs. I'm sure your children are also very opinionated as well, and very strong in what they stand for. We do influence it, but these kids today, they're a different breed. Some of them
they are, but I think this
nowadays, like,
if a 2-year-old tell you stop talking to me, that's because somebody told that 2-year-old stop talking to me. Like, I feel like a 2-year-old doesn't just learn that, like it doesn't just come out of nowhere.
No, but knowing how to use it.
Even knowing how to use it.
Yeah.
So, my youngest daughter is me in my 30s. I'll see. She's me in my 30s. And so her mouth is a little out of control. But I know exactly where it comes from. I know exactly where she gets it. Torian will read the fuck out of anybody. She does. She will read you. And that's who I was in my 30s. That's probably how I spoke to her. It's learned behavior. It's not just
Yeah.
Torian's not homophobic. She's not homophobic because I don't teach her to have a phobia of homosexuals. Torian doesn't uh she finds the most weirdest, craziest things. It's humor stuff. Is humorous to her because I find humor in all things. If my child were to approach Dave Chappelle about transphobia or whatever, I feel as if I, as a parent, not just society, because the people are so quick to blame society and what's happening around. I believe in the household, that is the discussion. That is the topic. That is the I'm appalled. I believe that there is a firm standing in the home that shows this thing. Because I don't believe that Dave's comments in the closer were transphobic, homophobic, or anything. Of course, I don't think there was no harm. I don't think that cooch is just like my cooch. It's the truth. It's funny, but it's the truth. So the way he stated it and how he made it into a joke, and the fact that he's worked with trans people, and it's never an issue. Like, I think that people be so quick to hop on something and then you don't really consider the impact down the line.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be wrong. People gonna feel like I'm wrong for saying what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it out. How you gonna feel phobia about anything? I don't think anybody who take a dick up the ass should be sensitive about anything. I'm
Bars.
just right there. How you sensitive in your feelings? Meanwhile,
You said that so.
you getting that joint pounded. You call it a kitty. That's your pussy. What? What you sensitive for?
And
What you sensitive for? Some of these dudes that's getting y'all are humongous. I don't even want that kind of trouble. What you sensitive for? Why your feelings hurt about what somebody say when this dude was busting his kids up there?
But again, this goes into you only control yourself. It's how you take things. Nobody can curve me if I don't feel curved. Nobody can. It's like you can't make me feel nothing that I didn't want to feel within myself. So when people get up in arms about things that someone else said, it's because it tapped into something that triggered you. You feel triggered. And that's something that is within you, not that person. You can only control yourself. I don't give a fuck what nobody says about me, feels about me. If that's your opinion, I'm willing to hear it out, but it's not going to affect my mood for the day. I'm not going to change my perspective on life because of you. I'm not going to stop and say, oh, now I got to give all my energy into hating you and blackballing you because of it. No, I'm not. Just like with R. Kelly, I like his music. I'm still going to listen to it. I don't give a fuck.
And so what Dave said I thought was so apropos. He said his only intent is to ensure that Duke Ellington provides the opportunity to train its artists unfettered. Um, he said it also appears that the clear majority of students there favor the naming of the theater and Dave Chappelle. He understands they're seizing this moment to demonstrate the importance of carefully listening to every voice within a diverse and inclusive community. Like I think that when it comes to inclusion, um, people have fought so hard and long to be included. People, and when I say people, more black people than anything, but definitely brown people, definitely foreign people, Asian. They fight so much to be included. Why fight so hard to be a part of something that doesn't want you to be a part of it?
No, but let me pause you on this one. We are part of everything. Again, it's about feeling. We are included in everything because they culture vulture all our shit. Everybody won't be like us. We are everywhere in the world, so we gotta accept that we are that. And then that's just what the fuck it is. We control media, we control fashion, we control society. Everything that we do, people follow. So if we are broken, the fucking world is going to be broken and lost. And that is our gift and our curse at the same goddamn time. We include in everything. We started everything. Everything started with us. Every creation, every fucking invention. And I want everybody to get that book that's on Amazon. Black people created everything because it's the truth. We did. Okay? We are the originators. We are the aboriginals. We are the first human beings to be in life, period. So we included. Okay? Just be included already. And stop asking because we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
My bad. My conviction.
It's okay. You had to get there. I hope y'all see my ladybug crawling on the mic.
Hi, ladybug.
So you guys, looking more upbeat news. Clearly, just that particular thing gets me a little riled up. I believe in freedom of speech, especially now that I'm doing comedy. I wish I would tell a joke that people will have a problem with it. Like y'all don't want it with me. But so Rihanna is declared a national hero in Barbados. Yes, Rihanna has been named a national hero in Barbados as the country gains its independence. You guys, and I'm talking about inclusion. People still fighting to be independent.
We're free.
On Monday. Go ahead.
No more. Move your ass.
Whatever you did, yeah.
Shout out to Barbados. Rihanna was although she's the 11th person to receive this award, she is the second female ever only to receive this this great nomination as well. I mean, nomination. It's a great honor as well. So shout out to Rih. My boo showed up with her, and a Caribbean person made this joke. She showed up with her plaques to receive an endless award. She's a millionaire, and people spend $3,000 or billions of $1,000s on their head to go to a dance. And my boo showed up natural in her dress, looking amazing. Wearing bro.
That is cool, fancy. Yes. Meanwhile, she just set the internet on fire with the little peekaboo butt picture she put out. You gonna get some of those pajamas with the butt out?
Yeah, I mean, I already got them here. I ain't gonna hold you. Fenty had a sale. They had a the Black Friday joint. I hit them up. I ain't getting that Cyber Monday, but I definitely, when I seen that, I said, "Oh yeah, dude, I love all of that." Them little onesies with the butt cut out because it's convenient. You just unsnap and re-snap. It is a little uncomfortable when you try to snap it back though, but yeah.
It is convenient. It is. I did think about when I saw him. That's the first thing I thought about was, oh, if I could spoon, I could just. There you go.
Yeah, oh, he could do it. You know what I'm saying? He take it out and be like, hey,
I don't even have to really worry about nothing else. By the time you finish, just snap it back and go on to sleep. Right here, that's a real lazy woman's way out of it. I appreciate that. Really. But I'm excited. I'm excited not just for her, but for Barbados. They have formally removed Queen Elizabeth. I'm about to mess her name up. Queen Elizabeth as its head of state amid its transition from a commonwealth to a republic. I think that's fantastic. A lot of people do not really understand the dynamic in most Caribbean countries. When you hear slavery or when you hear ownership, so many of us think only of America, think only of the slaves who were brought from Africa to here. But there are so many other countries, especially within the West Indies and the Caribbean, that are owned or were enslaved by other European countries. And so it takes a while to get to this point. Takes a while to earn your independence. Haiti's still paying off bills that they'll be paying forever because they don't want them to be independent. So this is a monumental thing, not just for her to have this on this day, but for that country as a whole, for every person who is from Barbados to just enjoy this moment, you guys. I wasn't alive for us to reach our independence, although I feel like we still don't have it. But this is fantastic. This is fantastic to break that hold or to begin to start to have your own traditions, to begin to start to create a new culture.
Back to the country. That's what it really is, because now they're not going to be considered a third world country because they don't owe a debt to England. Like having to pay that money back to a country keeps the country in debt. It's like modern day slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to that. So yeah, we gonna get Haiti need to get back. We're gonna stage a coup d'etat soon.
Yeah, I forget what the word is of what they did to um, have Hailey in that position that they will essentially have to pay
Yeah.
that probably forever.
Mhm.
And I think it's so sad. I think it's so sad. But this, again, this is a monumental thing. This is a fantastic thing. And Rihanna definitely deserves it. She definitely deserves it. Other hot female news: Cardi B becomes the first female rapper with 2 diamond singles.
Bodak Yellow and what's the other one?
Let
Yellow,
me see.
like that.
Let me see. Let me see. I don't know. Girls Like You with Maroon 5.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah, she did the feature on that joint. That
oh
was a good song.
well, Cardi B, shout out to you to be first of all your to have your song Bodak Yellow on the charts and 100 hits for weeks and weeks and a #1 hit. That was a super dope thing as well. But to be double diamond, shit. That's what I'm talking about. You already know I'm all for women empowerment, people moving and making moves, and I'm so proud of Cardi because to see where she started, to see where she's at, to see the industries and the things she's tapping into now, actually making her more of a versatile artist in itself. That's what's up.
So definitely. So I don't think female rappers get enough,
Kudos.
period.
Mhm.
But you would have to be a fool to not give Cardi B her flowers. Just in the fact that she's broken almost every record that you could possibly imagine for a female rapper. That you could possibly imagine. To be honest, between her and Nicki Minaj, probably held the crown for a couple of things. But she is surpassing her when it comes to these album sales, when it comes to these songs. Like, female rappers deserve to make their mark. Um, it's so many dope female rappers that you don't hear. You don't hear them on the radio regularly. You don't see the videos regularly, but they are fucking out here killing it. They are hot.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy for Cardi because anybody who think that you can't make it from nowhere, from nothing, from whatever, Cardi worked that pole until she had enough money to invest in her own
Oh,
career. People don't even
oh,
talk about that.
yeah,
She
she better
made
know her.
her own money to invest in herself and her career. And she hit that joint and has hit the ground running ever since. Never
Mhm.
mind the fact she married a nutball. Never mind the fact she's had postpartum depression with 2 babies. Never mind all of that. She continues to shine. She continues to break records. And I think that just as a human, just no matter what people try to say about her, no matter people coming from her for how she speak, people come for her for how she dress, people come for her for how she do everything. Cardi is winning, and she's going to continue to win. And I am a fan. I dig her. I dig how human she is, but I can appreciate the fact that here's this brown woman who's breaking these records and can't nobody touch her ass right now. There's not going to be another Cardi B for a while. There's not going to be another bad bitch that can break these records for a minute. So y'all better go ahead and get this girl her flowers because she more than deserves them.
That's it.
More than deserves them. She works so hard. I
Mhm.
said like I'm in her camp, but she
Was
works.
an entertainment game holding it down. She got a show. She in fashion. Like, yes, she's doing the damn thing. So shout out to you, Cardi. What you're doing is
Ain't nobody but herself. And I think that's what sets Cardi B apart from a lot of other female rappers is she's not busy trying to be this person or that person or something. She just trying to be her.
right.
She don't give you more than what she can. She don't try to operate outside her lane.
She's
She
being
knows what she is and
she's
she
making
firmly
it accepted.
gets
She's
it.
making it acceptable for you to be you, and then she embodies that. Like, be who you are because that's what's going to set you apart from everybody else. So I love that. That's a message that's being, transcended through her entire career. Is like literally be you. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
Mhm.
Shout
So
out to
you
Graham Holloway, CEO Den Den. You know what I'm saying?
come on real quick, jump into this illustrate hot take. We got a hot So So the hot take today, you guys, we talking about Kevin Samuels. And if you are not familiar with Kevin Samuels, he gained a tremendous amount of popularity during the pandemic, probably because we was at home, we were not doing shit. But he gained a tremendous amount of popularity from his lives when he began to speak to women in a way that some of us have an issue with, but some don't. Definitely giving them his personal opinion on how to elevate, how to get the six-figure man or the high value man or whatever, where he would, in some people's opinion, belittle whatever woman was asking for advice. So this is how he gained popularity. And so the hot take today, they say now Kevin Samuels out here talking like he got some sense. Okay, advises men to keep your broke ass at home if they can't pay for dates. Whole time he's been talking to these women, telling these women, well, you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't this, you ain't that, you don't deserve this. If you got keys, you don't deserve no kind of man like this. If you got this, you ain't that. Like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this?
I think that he's pretty much giving the same message that he was giving to females as well. To date within your means. I feel that people date in stages. You might be at a stage in your life where you need to meet someone as well who's on the same page as you, who has the same end goal as you, or who can help you get to your end goal quicker. But you all are kind of like neck and neck in the same. So that way things just work cohesively. You understand that, hey, we might not be able to go to Maestro's or Ocean Air this week. We might have to do Fridays, or you might have to cook. But I still want to spend time with you and engage, because right now my finances, I might not be broke. See, I don't want anyone who's broke in values and ambition, because that means your pockets is always going to be empty. But if we're building and we're both in those stages of building as well, you might be a little bit ahead, or I might be a little bit ahead. Cool, date within your means. So I'm with this message, because if you cannot afford it, let it be known that, look, right now my lifestyle isn't set up to go out. My lifestyle isn't set up to have you sleep over all the time, or my lifestyle isn't set up to just be fucking and one and done. And so it just depends on what you know. I say date within your means, date within your transition. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you at. Like, I like dating out of state, because that's what my life is right now. I don't want to date anyone in this area. It's too much acting.
Shout out to Ocean Air for my birthday dinner.
See, but I'm just saying, like, we might not be able to do that all the time. That might be a birthday thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drake, because he did the dance.
Well, one, I'm not the type of chick who would want to do that all the time.
Right.
That's just me. But I'm full on with you. I'm full on with you. Like, nah, if you are broke, you should stay your ass at home. But I feel like that goes for men and women. I've had inexpensive dates. I've had damn near free dates. If I planned a picnic and we went to a museum or did the zoo or whatever, I think that sometimes people lose sight of what's really important when the focus is the dollar. The focus is the money. Now, when it comes to Kevin Samuels, of course, that's what he talks about more, because in his opinion, what makes you high value is your dollar amount.
No, he doesn't just.
Go ahead.
Kevin, he doesn't just say it's just your dollar amount. He also says it's you as a person.
He just started saying that. He wasn't saying that at first.
At first,
a little bit this year, but initially
that we want a fit man. We want someone who's healthy. We want someone who's tall, dark, and handsome. But yet you're short, fat, and round. What you're exuding and what
but when
that you want, you are not. So I feel like that's always pretty much his message is what we're saying that we want. We're not able to provide for ourselves. That's what my perspective was on it. Because you want, like, again, he said this plenty of times. You want someone tall, dark, and handsome, but yet who's never been married, but yet you got 3 baby daddies, you're out of shape, you don't have a job making 6 figures. Matter of fact, you're making under $50,000 a year. How can you want these things and this is not what you're exuding?
I get that.
At least what I took from it every time he said stuff. I didn't take like he was saying.
Right. I get that part. I don't take what he say personal because I don't even know him like that. You know what I mean? Damn.
Ooh, is our boo here?
What up? Is
We got our boo in the building. Hi, Celebro.
don't seem like that. Just
Like
that was scary because I wasn't even looking at the screen. I'm like, what the fuck?
I just wanted to say happy holidays, ladies. I've only got to walk in the house, pee. I wrap my hair. You see, I put my bonnet on.
What is that? A bonnet?
Hey, illustrate is what we tell our story. We illustrate how we wanted to.
That's all I got for you. I don't even have no story. All y'all Amazon lovers that went out and spent a bag on Amazon, damn you. That's just where I'm at with it. I delivered almost 450 packages today. I'm sad. And today's my off day at that. So
damn.
I'll be back at it again tomorrow. But to all you Amazon lovers, it's y'all. It's y'all.
It's y'all.
You can keep y'all broke ass at home, Amazon lovers. Stop buying stuff.
Just the regular stuff, cat food, dog food.
On this, on
go to Sam's Club.
Pay on the Klarna.
Hey, I love me some Klarna. Shout out to Klarna, okay? Love it.
I'm sad. I love y'all.
We love you.
I'm sad. My intentions was to rush home, catch the bit from the fashion show. Just
it's okay. We here for you. That's what we a team for. Because we, you know what I'm saying, we make sure we carry the torch. So it's cool.
I feel like I look a mess. I feel like I gave these people the bare minimum today. I gave y'all what I could, as opposed
what you could do.
Hey, hold on, wait, pause. You still look the fuck good. I don't know what you talk about. Bare minimum. Even when we show up with our bare minimum, we still ready. Because why? We stay ready, so we never have to get ready. Okay?
Yeah.
But we not ready, we ready. I'm not about to let you. Nope.
The letter we was in here talking about Kevin Samuels. So he told the men to keep their broke asses at home if they can't pay for dates. What are your thoughts? And I got a two-parter. What are your thoughts about him telling the men to stay home? But then what are your thoughts also about the women who say, well, I'm willing to pay for the date? Bring your broke ass outside. What do you think?
No, I don't. I feel like it should be. We live in a time where the females aren't broke. Okay. Mind you, myself as a woman, I would love to be courted. But in the same space, if it's my date and I'm like, no, this is what we gonna do, because I've done that before. If I like somebody, even if I'm dating somebody, it's like this is my date, and it doesn't bless you. Bless you again, hallelujah. It doesn't mean that I expect him to pay. Like, no, it's my date. But I mean, whoever called hit, whoever called, like it's me or you.
I feel like
I'll be just like Kevin Samuels. He's full of it.
I don't really. He can be full of it all day, but his message sometimes the messages be real. And
okay, I get you that. Sometimes I'll be like, all right, I might agree with him, but it doesn't mean that I have, I like him.
His delivery be a little off, but I'll be giving a fuck about people's delivery because I don't want people to care about mine. But I do believe that you get a lot more. People receive you better when you get a lot more bees with honey. So I think like he should be a little bit more tactful, but his message is pretty much the same for men and women. Don't expect something that you cannot provide. Period. And even though his execution of that shit be like way to the left sometimes and all the way off and really like condescending as fuck, that's pretty much the gist of it.
But does that tap into like, okay, say a man doesn't have it, but he decides to ask the woman out. Okay, like think like a man. When Michael Ealy was dating Taraji P, and he gave the whole, the look that he had it. but he didn't really have it. But he bagged the girl, and they end up falling for each other. And then when she found out, she didn't know whether to really go for the genuine love or the richer love, which that was Morris Chestnut, his the rich guy. So it's like, okay, do you give that a chance? Do you think that if she knew that he was broke, that she would give him a chance? Then no, she wouldn't.
No, but
sometimes you have to finesse a little bit, depending.
And this comes into terms that he was able to prove to her that he was still of high value. He still had ambition, he still had goals, and he still had dreams. So again, I know a guy, he has endless bread. He got so much money, it's a never ending thing for him, right? But he doesn't look for another high valued female to date. He dates these women who sometimes I be looking at him like, you couldn't do nothing better, not even me, son. Like, I'm joking. But like, you can't do anything better. And to him, these people have high value and character. So I understand that that's the case. And sometimes you can have bread and just not want to spend because you have goals. So I could be not broke, like financially, I could literally have money, but I just don't feel the need or necessity to spend money on these things right now because that's not where my life is right now.
Well, that's when you tap into your creative side too. I feel like a lot of people aren't even creative enough to come up with something outside the box. Something so simple can mean so much. Like, I would appreciate just like a little picnic, some little fruits or something. I appreciate
initiative.
But niggas automatically think, oh, I gotta take her, make her get dressed up, take her to Ocean Prime, do it. Like, you don't even gotta do all that because the conversation won't even be good and you still not gonna get no pussy. Then what?
Damn right. But I think that people sometimes, again, lose sight of what high value is. I think that is something that is totally subjective. I think that what high value is to you is exactly that, what it is to you. In your mind, high value could be tall, dark, 6 figures, whatever. What if he talked to his mother crazy and one of his balls is small? You don't know. Like, you have to decide what's high value to you. And because
what if his balls are small?
You never know. You never know. Then you get down there, you don't know. But what if that's what you call high value? And so in your mind, you're supposed to be tall, dark, slim, like, but what if in his mind, like, oh nah, because her pinky toe got this little nub on it. Like, you never really know what you would take that back.
I agree.
Your perception of high value is totally that. Your perception. Kevin Samuel's perception of high value does include 6 figures, because he talks about that very often. It does include 6 figures. It does include a certain body type, body shape, whatever. Why is that of high value? That's what him. He considers
that's him
high value. That doesn't mean that because I'm short and chunky that I can't pull this 6'8" diesel nigga. That's not what that means. It doesn't mean that Sheik Luch can't one day be my husband. God. That's not what that means.
She's talking exactly. Come on.
I will take this fupa and work him like a full-time job. Do you understand me? I'm a go-getter. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it's your vision.
Put her on
D block. It's what you call high value, and then it's what you see in yourself. That you call high value. Like, I don't believe that high value is everything on the outside. I very rarely hear him say anything about what's at the core of a person. I don't believe it's because you're tall. I don't believe it's because your body is in a certain shape. I don't believe that it's because your bank account is at a certain level. Now, am I a little bit surface? Yeah, because I'm not going to mess with a nigga that make less than me. I'm just a little picky like that. But I get it. It's what, to me, I just feel like it's what you deem high value. Yeah. And if you got a broke nigga, this is all to the ladies who fuck with broke niggas. If you fucking with a broke nigga, right, don't be trying to make your nigga live outside his means. Don't be trying to give your broke nigga expensive pussy. First off, down your pussy down a couple of notches. Don't be giving him grade A when that nigga can really only fuck with D. You see, like, make better choices. Just make better choices. Don't put no pressure on that man. Like let him take you on a walk in the park, man. Stop it. And don't give him none. Yeah.
No, sometimes high value to them is getting high value D.
I'm just playing.
Sometimes, let me tell you something. I've been told that broke dick, I've never had it. So
is the shit.
But
I'm looking for somewhere to live. Like say that day.
I heard it was the best because
that's why it's the best though, because they trying to fuck themselves into a situation where they can lay up in your shit. These is the niggas that you see driving bitches' cars during the day while bitches at work. Because these niggas ain't got cars either. Like they will fuck you so good that you just here, baby, doing all that. That's what broke dick. Broke dick be looking for somewhere to eat, sleep, and shit.
Red flags.
That's so good. They fucking for purpose. Rich niggas ain't fucking for purpose. The fuck.
Character as well and how you make me feel right now in my 30s and up. I feel like we're focused on more so your character and consistency, because we realize that if you're consistent with who you are, then we can be inconsistent with growth and growing with each other because things will flow. But if you are stagnant and inconsistent, I can't. That I noticed like those are things I pick up on right away, because you can have bread and not give me a goddamn dime.
Amen.
You could look good and say, I never want to work out with you ever. It could be different things. I just want whoever you are, I want you to be that moving forward. I don't want to be shocked and surprised that you are somebody that I thought you was, and that's not who you are. Mm-hmm. So at my stage in my life, I want you to be consistent. And I also feel as though if you don't have a place to fuck in, which I don't, okay? I don't have a place to fuck in. I got a bedroom, but I also have roomies. I'm not in a situation where I feel as though I should have somebody who's in a steady, committed relationship on a regular basis, because I can't give you commitment because my life isn't that. You know what I'm saying? So I date out of town and out of state because that's the access I like to have, which it's intentional. I got a plan. We're going to see each other this time. And that's just what it is. And when I can dedicate my time, you can get it wholeheartedly. But if I had a spot and someone here, that takes way more time and dedication than what I can give right now. And I can't give that. I want you to miss me. I don't want to. Can I come over? Can I come over? No. And although I can have that access, I don't want that.
Yo, I feel you on that though.
Yeah, I'm in the show.
Dudes be on some. I want to come down. Like
son, you're not about to come to my spizz out.
I just had a whole weekend, nigga free. Stop it. I don't want you over here.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
None of that. Don't do it.
What's the girl from City Girls? She's like, I don't like that. JT, not JT, the other one.
Oh, Korea.
She be like, I don't like that. I don't like that, Tatiana. We ain't doing that. So, Mimi, are you going to take us out on a good mix? Are you ready to take us out on a mix or not?
No, I don't even have anything.
On you. DJ Stiletto.
I don't have anything set. I just walk in the house. I still have. Listen, I still have shoes on. I was just like, oh, look at the time. Let me run in. Let me, hey y'all. Okay, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm just working. Okay.
We love you.
That's all we doing, and we working women, and we're mompreneurs, and we're trying to do everything. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So what you got? So what I think you got anything going on that's new, up and coming?
Yes. My website was actually my updated website was supposed to drop throughout all the sales, Black Friday, all that stuff. But I had the weddings going on. So shout out both of the couples that got married Saturday and Sunday that completely wore me out, but we had the time of our lives. Mm-hmm. So I moved my start date for my winter collection. Everything is going to be open on Monday. So everybody that's been DMing me everything, Monday, hit me Monday. It should be done. Everything should be a go on Monday. Awesome. I just needed to take a breather. Like it wore me out. It wore me out. That's all I can say about that. And then to come back to work my full-time job, and it's peak season and our loads have completely doubled, possibly almost tripled at some point. Tired. Yeah. So yeah, just one thing at a time.
Well, love and light and lots of rest for you. Wishing that this upcoming week. What about you, T? Because I know you got your event on Friday that I'm going to make sure, because I'm going to be in town this weekend. Yay! Able to go and show out and see my booth on stage Friday.
What time? Oh, are you performing?
I mean, I might tell a joke or two out that bitch.
Yeah, I want to see. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna try to get out of my job.
Chill.
What time? Lucky.
In the DMV, Capitol Heights to be more specific. Taste of the Caribbean, 505 Hampton Park Boulevard. You can come out. They do karaoke. They got a full bar. They got food. The karaoke's at 9. The comedy starts at 10. My team puts on a dope ass open mic. Myself, Terrence Hawkins, Duke of Comedy, Jamon Darnell, Derek. No, that ain't his name. Doug Bennett. I don't know who the fuck is that.
So we can just come out there and just be real loud. And
so I got other homegirls coming through. We gonna be lit. I'm gonna try my best to be funny for y'all, because I ain't even gonna lie. I be real nervous when people I know be there. I be nervous and shit. But
to be honest, T, just be yourself, because you are naturally funny. Though.
I do be myself, but I be nervous too.
Like that joke you made. I was like the worst thing police did was create video cameras. You was like, oh, I am.
It was like that
all day in that shit.
So, I just happened to walk up when he was saying that shit. So I guess the people who had already, like, I was there when he first walked up, but the people crowded so fast. And I think somebody was asking for pictures, and he was telling them no, but he was explaining why he don't really take pictures after the show. And I just so happened when I walked in, he was like, something about the pictures, because that's what the feds did. And I was like, oh shit.
I'm the feds.
I'm the feds like shit.
No.
Like, let me show up. I won't be the feds right now. Because he did give me major love when he was on stage, and he gave me all that attention in my camera. Like, I can't wait to get that footage.
I can't wait to see all the footage.
He was giving me so much energy. I was like, yes.
Did you get like the number though?
Oh,
I want his number. Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna be quite honest. I don't want to fuck
so safe.
No.
He make you feel so.
I still try to get Mystical number. Look, let me slide on his name. Mystical.
What? I shouldn't even tell y'all this, but hell, it's about to be out here. There's not too many rappers that I would be like, let me give you the pussy. But if I told y'all who was on that list, y'all be shocked like shit. But Busta Rhymes ain't on that list, and I love me some Busta Rhymes. If he got on that list.
When I seen him in person,
Busta Rhymes would get me pregnant. I want to fuck a nigga that look like he can't get me pregnant.
Oh.
I know that sounds crazy. Busta Rhymes will have me just busting out babies every other day. I'd swallow and then still get pregnant. I'm not doing it.
I thought you had to stay now.
What? He look like he got them kind of nuts.
He got the
swallow and will get pregnant, and I don't want.
And he Caribbean girl. How many kids he got? He's Jamaican. How many kids he got? Cause
I don't want that life. He got a lot of boys too.
So you can get it. Anyway,
hell no.
So, Makeda, you also did a recent episode too on your podcast. I want everybody to make sure y'all go check that out, because let me tell you something. That was it the white guy? Was it this week? Or that
was Uncle G. So Uncle G is Atlanta-based, super cool white dude.
Hold up, Big Fever. Who Big Fever on the list? Who's that? We got Dave Smith in the audience said. May I go look him up, because I wonder is like, ooh, I got Big Fever. I want to know who that is. Shout out to everybody that is literally on screen.
Nah, you just gotta pull up. You just gotta pull up, David Smith. We don't know who you are.
So I'm
who's this man?
Ida gave me an assignment and I actively did it. I definitely read my episode from last week. Shout out to the Bishop. Shout out to Pebbles too. Oh my gosh, shout out to Pebbles for making the connection anyway, because we would not be at SGDI event fashion show if she didn't even make the original link. Pebbles is the gift that keeps on giving, so we love you. Shout out to that.
Hold on, time out. Who is David Smith? I can handle it.
Like you gotta be. You can't just chime in at the end.
What is happening on Illustrate Radio tonight?
Come on.
We love it. Shout out to the audience. Shout out to the audience.
But
yes, I definitely have a new episode out on my podcast, and I'm going to be doing a little bit more of that. But my next episode that's coming up is Why Am I Still Single? Oh my gosh, and it's so great that we're talking about Kevin Samuels, and I think that will kind of tie in well.
How single do you want to be?
I'm single, I think, because of my circumstances. I went on to that as well. My circumstances are the reason why I'm single.
If your circumstances were different, you wouldn't still do the out-of-state dating and have your privacy, have your, this is when I want you, this is not when I want you, because I'm building and I'm doing this.
Yes, you still would.
But I'm being my circumstances. Look, he said I'm coming through with big things.
Boy. Look, I'm trying to look and see what your little
what's happening here?
Who are you talking to? He said he's like buying that big fat diamond ring. Like, you know this nigga?
No, I don't know him. I just started saying something to him in the comments.
With the big things.
People who give a fuck.
So what big things?
No, but I mean my circumstances as far as well as the pool of men that are in this area, the creativity. Like the DMV, everyone just wants to kind of get up and fuck. Nobody wants to like really know you and connect and say, let me date you for a year without having sex with you. Let me find out what your quirks are. I don't just want to take you out and have you on Instagram. Yeah. People are so social media driven in this area. Like, oh, we're not doing nothing if it's not being posted. And I'm super proud of that. So, ooh, who make you? Oh, he talking to you, T.
He's talking to T. I don't know why she act like she don't know. He's talking like, I want Then talking to T. Who is this man? Why he coming so hard?
Where in there did he comment and say I'm talking to T?
He is. We done already said it. He done already said it. Because you was the one talking and then he commented on what you said. You make him want to buy the big ring. Who made the big ring comment?
You the one talking and he's responding. So, but yeah. So anyway, the episode sort of ties into that a little bit. So yeah, y'all will get a little bit.
You want to take him on a date, David? Isn't that David, Big David?
Yeah, hold on. First of all, we're not doing that.
Hey, what?
I'm looking at the camera close. T, you looking at me, T? I'm looking at you, T. We're not doing that. We're not doing no dates off the internet when we already know what's good. Okay.
So he know where he come. If he show up at her thing, then
T is involved in a relationship with me. She cannot date and see nobody.
Amen. So y'all stop.
He's not. I don't think that.
None of y'all can't talk to nobody. Y'all know how.
Can you come back, sir? Because we is trying to talk to you.
Well, no, we're not.
All these comments in the middle of the podcast.
But I'm pulling up. Hold up. This is what happens when Mimi come through with the bonnet on. Okay. I
want to know what he's trying to say, sir. He keeps interrupting.
Story time, sir.
If you pull up, I guess we'll see you there. Make sure you bring some homies. Make sure you come prepared to laugh.
Big things. Like,
yes,
what do you mean? Can you specify?
Drinks.
Because she don't like all that foolishness. So can you specify where you go?
I'm so glad that you understand that.
Let's write him back. How we write him back? Prophet Kevin, let's look. How we write him back? Get him back on here.
We can chat. We could
be interrupting our show.
If we not, it's like no.
This nigga said Google Big Fever. We ain't about to
Who
Google
said
that.
the Oh, hey. Google big feet.
Hey,
sir, we don't want Google, okay? We want you to talk.
Hey, goddamn.
We gonna see what kind of energy he bringing and what he really about if he pull up.
I mean, are you an artist? Oh, that's Las Vegas, love.
Oh, okay.
So he in Las Vegas, so he trying to fly somebody. He trying to fly her out.
Vegas in the house, Las Vegas, Nevada, in the building. We got.
So he trying to fly her out though.
He must be an artist though. He must be an artist.
You have to be an artist.
Artist, you trying to come through with some dope music? You're a savage.
Well, he said he a
okay.
And on that note,
Instagram to illustrate
out
for radio.
I'm out. Red flag.
Let's see if you're a savage. If your music is dope, we'll get you on the show.
Red flag.
Bullshit. We appreciate you visiting. How about that?
Classy, bougie, ratchet.
First off, I didn't even think I heard a dude call his own self a savage.
Las Vegas, baby. Okay, so what you trying to fly out or what? Big sis want to know what's up, what's good.
No, we don't.
We just had a fly out conversation on my last show. So I know you all seen the little video with the girl talking about, okay, if you get flown out, that doesn't mean that you should get no ass and stuff like that. And then men's expectation is that if they fly a woman out, then that means that they're fucking.
No,
so we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that next week though, because I feel like we've been on here. We done ran over our time.
Way over.
We gotta get out of here. Big Fever, way too much energy. He just got a free promo and everything, bro.
He's trying to get your attention.
That is our shit from Vegas. I don't need my money to have no time.
My son said, shout out to DMV DeMar. Shout out to that. My son said, you over there shouting out strangers. Shout out your son.
Yeah, we are. You be sharing our show. Thank you, David Smith. I appreciate you sharing our show. Make sure you
appreciate you.
Great. Make sure you also share Magical AF Podcast. Make sure you also share everything that DJ Stiletto do. Make sure that you also hop on www.sextalkwithtgray and get you some merch, bruh. Get you some sex advice, bruh. Make sure you exchange with these girls, okay? It is not just one regular shit. Make sure you hop on your Roku, son, and get that 7 on demand.
So that we all got shit going on. What's up?
There every Wednesday. It's 8 o'clock for us. It's 5 o'clock for you. Watch it on your way home from work, because I know you got a regular job too, because you're kicking it with us. So yeah.
Oh, we got a little background.
Shout out to WEMS Radio, the station that powers us, and they are telling us that they are ready for us to go.
Oh,
so make sure you follow DJ Stiletto. Follow my girl at The Love Below Sex Talk with T Gray, or
T Gray, make it easy on y'all.
T Gray, I was about to say, oh, T Gray. Yeah, I'm not accepting anyone on my personal page, so y'all definitely follow me at Magical AF Podcast. We are in the building. See y'all here next Wednesday. Everywhere that you're not, and everywhere that we want you to be. Peace. See y'all next week. You said what?
Hey, she can do that. Cause she did it. Yep.
Wait a minute, I truthfully admit it. Never thought I'd see the time of my life when I'm committed. Big fee balls in the game, I run the city. Bad women tossing my name like a frisbee. I ain't got time for the hate, I move quick. Money bag like deep in the safe, I drop bricks. Make a woman buck when being, I'm never average. That she go telling her friends, cause I'm a savage. Big fee falling in love, y'all can have it. Now I'm talking family and marriage for 30 carats. It's nothing like finding a woman that you can cherish. Sexy mama truly deserved to live life. Black queen, fully amazed, what can I say? Now you catch me boarding the plane with an upgrade. 400 grand when we land in France. She gon' shop till she drop when I'm waving at fans.
It made me feel like chop 100 grand a month on your fashion. It made me feel like giving you the access code to my mansion. It made me feel like you're my queen and your king. It made me feel like buying that big fat diamond ring.
Your measures, your 26 and the waist mean hold on forever. BTW, I just wanna cuddle you. You the dream team, so I don't need to hug you. Call me every second, you can never be a bugaboo. Sexy in my Rolls Royce, keep a ninja loving you. I just wanna stack it when a ninja walking next to you. I know your worth, I felt your hurt. The mother thoughts come last and you come first. Can't wait to show you off in the family church with the extravagant hat and the matching skirt. St. Laurent boots with the Moai purse. Classy and foreverness, sexy on the highs list. Hotter than a bowl of grits sitting on my honor list. I just wanna let you know this is your